It's never bad for a dog to learn multiple commands and know everything. The more that I can teach my dogs is the merrier, because I know that every dog that I work with should have at least 3 recalls. And what I mean by that is if you're working with a dog and you're using their name all the time, their name should be honestly the perfect recall, their best recall. It should be something they know as always good. If I respond to that, I usually get scraps from the table, I usually get this, I get that, I get toys, I get to go on rides, whatever it may be. The dog should know their name is the best command that they know. With other commands, such as come, should be a good command to have the dog recall to you. And another one that I am starting to work on with my dogs is called touch. And what I'll have her do, she's never done it before, but what I'll do is I will actually have a treat in my hand, and I will let her touch her nose to my hand. At that point, yes, or whatever it may be, and give them the treat. The other thing that me, the trainer, am starting to do is I'm starting to use the clicker. My dogs were all trained with the yes mark. The clicker is something that I'm trying to get into for certain dogs that respond to them a little bit better. And I've always just used my yes mark. So in our training, you may hear me say yes at the exact same time, just because I'm so quick with it, and that's what my brain knows to do exactly when she completes a command. But like with everything, it all takes training. And something that I've never worked with, and once again, Nikita's gonna be my canvas, and I'm gonna paint with it. And I'm gonna start trying to take away my mark word and rely on the clicker to do its job, and wait for her to hear that sound to know she completed or did the command correctly. So with that said, Nikita, come. I will take a treat, a single treat in my clicker hand, in my left hand, and I will put my hand out by her, and I will wait for her to touch her nose to my hand. The moment she does that, I will say touch, click, treat. Touch. Yes. So the very first time she kind of sniffed in, she's like, what do you have something for me? What do you got? Because I initially grabbed the treat with that hand, so it probably smelled like a treat. So I'm looking for her, the minute that her wet nose touched my hand is when I will give that click and the treat. So we're gonna try that again. Touch. Yes. So what I'll do is while I'm working with this, I will slowly keep moving my hand closer and closer to her face and make sure that she understands that I'm wanting her to touch my hand. Touch. Yes. And they'll start getting it. And then once they get it, I will start moving my hand further and further from their face and to create a recall situation. Touch. Yes. So I started to move it away a little bit to where she kind of had to move her body a little bit to touch that one. Touch. Yes. So once again, I got to work on myself too. I'm retraining my brain to let the clicker do the work. I'm just trying to make sure that, I guess my brain's trying to make sure I can rely on that clicker to be there, that noise to be there. Touch. Yes. So if you see, I waited her out, and sometimes that's the most important thing that you can do. If you ask a dog to sit and they don't sit within the first couple of seconds, you don't keep going sit, sit, sit. You just say sit and maybe assist them into that position. Simply, with a sit, you would raise a treat over their head and maybe give a light touch on the back. I'm not saying, to push their hips to the floor. You don't want to do that with dogs, but maybe a light touch and let them know that it's okay to kind of fall back and then go into the sit position. Make sure to subscribe, like, and whatever you do with the bell to support this channel. We truly appreciate it.